Nigga, I don't know who raised you, Doug. Actually, it ain't even on the people that raised you. You watch too much TV. Just by how you carry yourself and what you believe you are to all these people. He too caught up in the hype. And you living straight out of a movie, man. This movie shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how most millionaire lives is. It's movie astronomical shit that the average person don't deal with on the regular. Now the snitching shit, the street shit, this what us regular street niggas and poor people deal with. This the shit that we can understand. Because it's odd to see millionaires going through this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? That's odd. That's strange. That's not normal. But you live your life like it's a movie, man. Like, you on some John got it tough line done shit, and man, that just ain't it, man. You got in that room and talk. Man, I know some niggas will spit in your face on sight for what you did, bro.
I'm not guilty of that. I'm not in the game. I'm not guilty of YSL in the game, the RICO. I'm not guilty of that, Brian. So I don't want to get up in the courtroom and say I'm guilty of that. That's not true. I don't want to get out of jail that bad, Brian. That's not true. Let's let's finish this trial. And he ain't want to do the plea anyway. Brian, like, man, we're going to beat the sleaze out of that motherfucking ass. I'm just telling you, you can't get convicted of this because it was in your house. So that's why when we did the non-negotiated plea, Brian, when we was talking to the judge, Brian was talking about the charge that I had. Brian like, hey, we plead nolo to this charge. We plead not guilty to this charge. We plead not guilty to this charge. We plead not guilty to these charges. We'll plead guilty to these charges because this the shit that they found in his house. Mm-hmm. I'm on probation for the shit they found in my house the day we went to jail. I'm not on probation for nothing that the DA was trying to say I was guilty of. I'm only on probation for what they found in my house. That's first of all in my plea. My plea was non-negotiated. I went straight to the judge. Hey, Your Honor, I'm guilty of these crimes. I'm guilty of having these controlled substances in my house. I'm guilty of having these pills in my house. I'm guilty of having this weed in my house. I'm guilty of having these guns in my house. I'm guilty of having this serve in my house. That's what I'm guilty of. RICO, being in a violent criminal street gang, why I say all that shit, I'm not guilty of none of that. I ain't doing that. Guess what the judge said? I agree. I'm going to find you guilty of this shit that I found in your house. So my plea was the plea that I was going to end up with anyway. Because if I would have beat the case, I still would have got found guilty of the shit that they found in my house.
You think you got more time? You think you got some jail time if you went all the way through it?
Nah, because she ended up, Shannon had got found guilty of one of his charges. The having a firearm as a convicted felon. Mm-hmm. So he probably went to jail 10 years for that.